morning, children. Today we are going to learn about the topic integers. In 7th class, we have the first chapter that name is integers. In integers topic, before going to learn about integers, we have to know about the natural numbers. So see that first, what are the natural numbers? For what purpose we can use the natural numbers? Here, countable numbers are called natural numbers. Countable numbers, to count the objects or to count the things or to count the pens or to count the things. So that purpose we can use the natural numbers. It can start from 1 to 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. So what is the least natural number here? 1 is a least natural number. So natural numbers are denoted by the letter N, capital N. In alphabets, English alphabets, capital N represents natural numbers. Natural numbers are countable numbers. And next, go for the whole numbers. Whole numbers. Whole numbers are denoted by capital W. Here, in whole numbers, in natural numbers, we have starts from 1 onwards. Here whole numbers, including natural numbers, we have extra another value is there 0. So here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. All these numbers are called whole numbers. So what is the least whole number in this? 0. 0 is the least whole number. And next, go for our topic integers. Here in integers, including whole numbers, we have extra negative numbers also. So what are those? Minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1 or minus 200, like that. Extra we had negative numbers also in the integer set. Means here in the integer set, we have negative numbers, positive numbers, and also 0. So integers are denoted by the letter Z. In English alphabets, Z letter represents integers. Here we have positive integers and negative integers. So what are the positive integers? On at first 0 from 1 onwards. If you go to the right side, in the set, if you go to the right side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on, all these numbers represents positive numbers. Means all these numbers are positive numbers. Then what are the negative numbers? If you go to the left side in the set, that all that are negative numbers, minus 1, minus 3, minus 2, minus 4, like that. And next, positive numbers and negative numbers are finished, extra we have 0. So all these numbers combination is called integer set. And next, go for the properties of integers. What are the properties we have under the integers? We have closure property mainly, commutative property, and associative property. First, you see the closure property. Closure property. Properties of integers under addition. We are learning under addition. So what is the first property? Closure property. Closure property, for any two integers a and b, a plus b is also an integer. So for example, here I am taking one integer 6 and another integer I am taking 7. So first, whether you verify that 6 is an integer or not and 7 is an integer or not, must be the two numbers must be an integers. So here 6 and 7 are integers only, and their sum 6 plus 7 is equal to 13. 13 is also an integer. So closure property is true under addition. Next, go for the commutative property. What is a commutative property? For any two integers a and b, a plus b is equal to b plus a. What is a here? What is b here? We can substitute any values, means integers values. We can substitute any integers values in the place of a and b. For example, here I am taking 3 is an integer and 5 is an integer. Their sum 3 plus 5 is also an integer. here right side that addition only you change into the reverse, means here left side I am adding 3 at first and 5 is as next. Here right side add 5 as first number and 3 as next number, so 5 plus 3 is also 8 only, means both sides we got the same answer, means if you change the order also it will be the, we are getting the same answer, a plus b is equal to b plus a. And next go for the associative property. What is associative property? Here under the associative property we have to take 3 integers, that 3 integers must be represented with the a, b and c variables. So a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. Here I am taking one example. So 3, 4 and 5. 3, 4, 5. First verify that 3 and 4 and 5 are integers or not. Yes, 3, 4, 5 are integers. So 3 plus, add that 3 plus 4 plus 5 is equal to 3 plus 4 plus 5. Means in brackets we have left side 4 plus 5. So what is the sum of 4 plus 5? It is 9. So in beginning we have 3 also. Again add those two. 3 plus 9. 3 plus 9 is equal to 12. And go for the right side. 3 plus 4. So 3 plus 4 is 7 and last number is 5. 7 plus 5 is equal to 12. Means left side we are getting 12 and right side we are getting the 12. 12 verify that is it an integer or not? 12 is yes, 12 is an integer, means 3 integers we have taken, we have applied in the property, so both sides we got the same answer, means that associative property is true under addition. And next additive identity. Here what is additive identity? See the property, for any integer a plus 0 is equal to 0 plus a is equal to a, means for example I am taking 9. 9 is an integer, so I am adding 0 to that number. 9 plus 0, 9 plus 0 is equal to always 9, we know that 0, if you add 0 to any number will get the same number. 9 plus 0 is equal to 0 plus 9 is equal to 9 only. So you can like this you can take any other example, means here commonly we can see that what is the additive identity? 0 is additive identity for integers. In the case of natural numbers we are not having 0. In integers we have and whole numbers we have. So that additive identity is 0. In which set we have? Integer set. And next additive inverse. For any integer a, there exists an integer minus a. So for every integer a, there exists an integer minus a, means a plus minus a is equal to minus a plus a is equal to 0. Additive inverse of a is minus a. Additive inverse of minus a is a, means here you take one example. Suppose I am taking 3. 3, if you add minus 3, if you add both two, one positive value and one negative value, means the same values, positive and negative, if you add it, we are getting it as 0. So here 3 additive inverse is minus 3 and minus 3 additive inverse is 3. So another example, 8. If I take 8, 8 additive inverse is minus 8. So how can we say that 8 plus minus 8 is equal to 0? Means if you add the 2, we have to get 0. So and minus 9, suppose minus 9, additive inverse is 9, reverse symbol. If we have plus symbol, we'll get the with the minus symbol, additive inverse. If we have a minus symbol, we'll get with the plus symbol.